Welcome all students. We continue our discussion on organometallic compounds and today we will discuss the Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent is alkyl magnesium halide in which this Grignard reagent is prepared by reacting alkyl halide with excess of magnesium metal and the solvent which is generally employed is dry alcohol, free diethyl ether or tetrahydrofuran. Generally, dry ethyl ether is preferred. This is a reaction of Grignard reagent preparation. Rx reacted with metal Mg lead to the formation of RMgX. Here, the ease of formation, that is, Ri is more reactive than RBr than RCl. This is because of the reason that I is better leaving group compared to bromine and chlorine. When RMgX is prepared in ether, then we cannot isolate RMgX. It is remain in ethereal solution. This is because of the reason that RMgX coordinately bonded with the solvent as shown in figure. Generally, Grignard reagent undergoes two type of reaction. The reaction in which the compound contain active hydrogen, like in the case of water molecule or in the case of alcohol. The second type of the reaction are the addition type reaction, in which the reaction takes place in the case of aldehyde ketone, epoxide, cyanides, etc. So during the reaction, how the reaction proceed in the Grignard reagent? So what we see in the case of Grignard reagent, the R, that is carbon part, is linked to the metal part, and since magnesium is a electropositive element, therefore this bond is a polar bond and magnesium bear delta positive charge and the carbon will bear the delta negative charge. And so since the carbon containing negative charge is having attraction towards the nucleus or the positive charge, therefore this center behave as a nucleophile center, while that of the magnesium, that is behave as a electrophilic center. So now we will discuss the reaction of Grignard reagent with the compounds which contain the active hydrogen. So here we see that here we have the RMGBr. So the magnesium having delta positive charge, carbon having delta negative charge and interacting with the water in the first reaction. Since oxygen is highly electronegative, therefore in water oxygen bears partial delta negative charge and proton having partial positive charge. So the negative center attack towards the positive center as shown in this first reaction, and we will have the alkene, we have alkane here. Similarly, in the second reaction, when the alcohol is interacting with the Grignard reagent, same type of the reaction here, oxygen attract towards the magnesium and the negative center of the Grignard reagent attacking or abstracting the proton, leading to the formation of alkane. So the chemistry of reaction of water and the ethanol is almost similar, and this is the reason why the dry alcohol or the free diethyl ether is required during the preparation of Grignard reagent, because the traces of moisture can lead to the spoiling of Grignard reagent, because Grignard reagent is highly reactive towards the water molecule. Next is the reaction of Grignard reagent with the ethylene oxide or epoxide. So again here we see that the carbon of the ethylene oxide must contain delta positive charge, oxygen bears the negative charge, and here the bond breakage is shown as that oxygen goes with the bond pair towards the magnesium center and the negative center of the Grignard reagent is attacking the CH2 part, and we will have a intermediate in which we see that CH2OMgBr is one end, and then the hydrolysis is followed by, and we get the alcohol as the final product of this reaction. So what we see here, we see that the epoxides, or these cyclic epoxides, converted to alcohol by the addition of Grignard reagent. This is the next reaction, which is one of the very important and most versatile reaction, and generally it is detailed studied during the properties of Grignard reagent. So this is the attack of Grignard reagent on the carbonyl compounds. Here we take the aldehyde first. So what we see that here, the CO bond, carbon is partially positive, oxygen is partially negative. So likewise, negative center attack to the positive center of the Grignard reagent. We will have intermediate, which is upon hydrolysis will give you a alcohol. So what type of alcohol it is? It is a secondary alcohol, because it is followed by two side of carbon chains. So one side of the chain is CH3 CH2, another one is a long chain where we have CH3 CH2 whole 6, and then we have CH2. So this is how the aldehyde is converted to secondary alcohol by using the Grignard reagent. Next is how this is here we see that the aldehyde react with the Grignard reagent to yield the secondary alcohol except formaldehyde, because when formaldehyde reacted with the Grignard reagent, it give you the primary alcohol. So the reaction of the ketone with the Grignard reagent yield tertiary alcohols. We have RMGX. RMGX, when added to the Grignard reagent, again the reaction follows the same type of the mechanism, and the final product is a tertiary alcohol. So this is the reaction with the esters. First type of attack is very similar to that of the attack which takes place in the case of aldehyde and ketone, and here we see that this is very good leaving group, ETO, and again one of the molecule of Grignard reagent attack on this one, and that ETO is leave, and finally we have see that this PR two chains coming from the same Grignard reagent. So we can say that the 1 mole of the ether consume 2 moles of Grignard reagent, leading to the formation of tertiary alcohol. The final reaction of the carbonyl compounds is the reaction with the carbon dioxide of the Grignard reagent. So when carbon dioxide reacted, one of the CO bond interact with the Grignard reagent, leading to the formation of carboxylic acid. Mostly the addition reaction is quite similar, the mechanism is quite similar, and therefore all the students go through these slides, try to draw the mechanism, and if you have any problem, you can discuss with me through Google Classroom. Thank you so much.